Now crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. In tetrahedral complexes, four ligands may be imagined to occupy the alternate corners of the cube and the metal ion at the center of the cube. The directions x, y, z points to the center of the faces of the cube. In this situation, T2 set of orbital lie relatively nearer to the approaching ligands and therefore they experience relatively stronger repulsive interactions than the E set of orbitals. Thus, in case of tetrahedral complexes, T2 set of d orbitals have higher energy than E set of orbitals. As a result of this, splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral field, the magnitude of energy difference is much smaller than that of octahedral field. The magnitude of tetrahedral is relatively to magnitude of octahedral of the same metal ion and ligand by the relation delta T is equal to 4 by 9 delta O. Delta T is crystal field splitting energy for tetrahedral complexes and delta O is crystal field splitting energy for octahedral complexes. That is, splitting in tetrahedral field is about half as large as case of octahedral field. T2 level is raised by 0.4 delta T, whereas E level is lowered by 0.6 delta T, where subscript T stand for tetrahedral field. So this is the splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral complexes. You can see this in tetrahedral complexes. T2 orbitals, they occupy higher energy and Eg orbital, they acquire lower energy. Now what are the factors on which crystal field splitting energy depends? First is oxidation state of the metal ion. Generally, the higher the ionic charge on the central metal ion, greater is the value of crystal field splitting energy. Nature of the metal ion. Delta crystal field splitting values trends. 5D is more than 4D is more than 3D. Thus, while going from chromium to molybdenum or cobalt to rhodium, the crystal field splitting energy for octahedral values increase by 50%. As a result, this coordination entities of the second and third transition series have a greater tendency to be low spin as compared to first transition series. Crystal field splitting energy is different for octahedral and tetrahedral complexes. Delta T value is approximately 50% as large as that of delta O. Nature of the ligand. For a given metal, magnitude of splitting depends upon the nature of the ligand. When experimentally observed, values of some of the ligand in the increasing order like this. This is called spectrochemical series, that ligands can be arranged in the increasing order of their field strength. जो ये वाला ligand है ये सबसे ज़्यादा splitting करेगा. This ligand will cause a very low splitting. So this is called spectrochemical series. Now what are the limitations of crystal field theory? From the assumption that the ligands are the point charges, it follows that an ionic ligand should exert the greater splitting effect, but actually anionic ligands are found at the lower end of the spectrochemical series. So CAFT was not able to explain this. It does not take into account covalent character of the bonding between the ligand and the central metal. This is another drawback of the crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting on square planar complexes. The four ligands surrounded by metal ion may be considered as derived from octahedral by removing the two ligands from z-axis. On account of removing a negative charge from z-axis, dz square, dxy, dyz orbitals having z components become more stable. As the lobes of dx square minus y square point towards the ligands, the orbital has highest energy and the lobes of dxy orbital lie between the ligands. It is thus next highest in energy. The lobes of dxy and dyz are least affected by electrostatic field of the ligands as they lie out of the plane of the complex. So you can see this in case of square planar complexes. The splitting of energy of the ligands of the orbitals is like this.